May some heavenly power guide us out of this terrifying country. Now Prospero to Alonso. Behold, sir, King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero. For more assurance that a living prince does now speak to thee, I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome. And he embraces Alonso. He addresses Alonso and says, O noble king, come, look at me, behold. And I am Prospero, the former Duke of Milan, who was wronged, who was wrongfully, whose place was taken. To prove you that it's real and I am a living person speaking to you, I will embrace thee, I will hug you, and I wish a warm welcome to you and a hearty welcome, and he welcomes he. He hugs him and welcomes him. Alonso, where thou beest he or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as late I have been, I not know. So I don't know whether you are really him or you are the genuine person, or if this is again some magic trick, because I am witnessing so many magics right now. I have been witnessing so many magics till now. Thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind amends, with which I fear a madness held me. So your heart, when he is hugging, he says, yes, but your heart beats like you are a flesh and blood man. So you are real, it seems. And as soon as I saw you, the madness that was affecting me for so long has eased, has calmed down. This must crave, and if this be at all a most strange story. So, if it is actually true, if you are actually the true person, the true Duke of Milan, then all of this requires an extraordinary explanation that I would be believing in. Thy dukedom I resign and do entreat, thou pardon me my wrongs, but how should Prospero be living and be here? So I here give up the ownership of your dukedom and beg you to forgive me for the wrongs I have done so far against you. But how is this possible that Prospero is alive on this island here so far? Prospero. To Gonzalo. First, noble friend, let me embrace thine age, whose honor cannot be measured or confined. So, first of all, Gonzalo, let me hug you. Your honor is so great that it can't be measured or it can't be restricted or confined or contained in anything. So, you're so great. Your greatness goes beyond all limits. Gonzalo, whether this be or be not, I will not swear. So I can't tell if you are real or not. I am still having doubts. Prospero, you do yet taste some subtleties, O the isle, that will not let you believe things certain. Welcome, my friends all. And then in an aside to Sebastian and Antonio, he says, but you, my brace of lords, were I so minded, I here could pluck his highness's frown upon you and justify you traitors. At this time I will tell no tales. So, first of all, he says that you are still affected by magic. You all are affected by magic and illusions of this island and the hallucinations which I have caused you to go through, which make it hard for you to believe in anything now, which I even claim that is real. That is even difficult for you. That is still difficult for you to believe. Now, welcome all of you, my friends. And then as he addresses Sebastian and Antonio separately, which others cannot hear, and he says that if I wanted to expose you both, I could have done, and I could have declared you as traitors. But right now, I would not do anything because you would again be the subject of the king's anger now. So, Sebastian, the devil speaks in him. So, the devil that has been enchanting us is speaking through him. Prospero, no, to Antonio. For you, most wicked sir, whom to call brother would even infect my mouth, I do forgive thy rankest fault, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore. So to Antonio he says, no, I am not any magic, I am not any devil right now. I am the real Prospero, I am the human. For you, wicked sir, whom I couldn't call my brother without making myself sick. So I fail, and I would rather curse myself if I call you my brother. So you are such a kind of a brother. And I forgive even your worst of sins and every sin almost or as well. And all I require is for you to return my dukedom to me, which of course I know you have to give me. So now you have to give me for all the things that I have done. I have saved you. I have not declared you as a traitor. I have not exposed you. So, on all these behalf of all these things, I just want my dukedom back. Alonso, if thou beest Prospero, give us particulars of thy preservation. How thou hast met us here, whom 3 hours since were wrecked upon this shore, where I have lost. How sharp the point of this remembrance is, my dear son Ferdinand. So, if you are Prospero, tell us the details of how you survived and how you met us here. And when just 3 hours ago we were shipwrecked and I lost my dear son Ferdinand, how sharp the pain of memory this is. So, tell me all about you, Prospero. I am woo for it, sir, so I am very sorry for all this. Alonso, irreparable is the loss, and patience says it is past her cure. So the loss is irreparable, it can't be repaired, and patiently waiting for the pain to fade out is just not going to work. Patience will not heal any of my troubles, any of my pain. So it is so big a loss that I am going through. Prospero, I rather think you have not sought her help, of whose soft grace for the like loss I have her sovereign aid, and rest myself content. So I think that you haven't actually tried patience yet, which has helped me get through a similar loss and find eventual happiness. So if it was possible for me to get happiness, why can't you right now? Alonso, you the like loss, so you have faced a loss like mine? Prospero, as great to me as late, and supportable to make the dear loss, have I means much weaker than you may call to comfort you, for I have lost my daughter. So Prospero says, yes, as great and as recent as your pain is. And to make the loss more profound, I have much less to comfort me than you do, because I lost my daughter. Alonso, a daughter? Oh heavens, that they were living both in Naples, the king and queen there, that they were. I wish myself were mudded in that oozy bed where my son lies. When did you lose your daughter? So he says, a daughter? Oh God, I wish that they were both living in Naples as king and queen of the country. To make that happen, I would sacrifice my own life and lie in the muddy bed beneath the ocean just like my son. And when did you lose your daughter? Prospero, in this last tempest, I perceive these lords at this encounter do so much admire that they devour their reason and scarce think their eyes do office of truth, their words are natural breath. So in the most recent storm, in the most recent tempest that had risen over the sea, I have lost her. It seems to me that these lords are so amazed to see me that they are standing there with their mouths open. They have lost use of their own reason and don't believe their eyes and can't speak even. But howsoever you have been justled from your senses, know for certain that I am Prospero, and that very Duke which was thrust forth of Milan, who most strangely upon this shore where you were wrecked was landed to be the lord on it. So, whatever has shocked you out of your senses, know it for certain that I am Prospero. I am the Duke who was thrown out of Milan and landed on this island some day where you were shipwrecked and became the lord of it. No more yet of this, for 'tis a chronicle of day by day, not a relation for a breakfast, nor befitting this first meeting. So that's enough of this story, because it's a tale, it's a story that would take days to tell. It's not something you can describe over breakfast, and it's not appropriate to discuss during even a first meeting like this one. So, to Alonso again, welcome, sir. This sells my coat. Here have I few attendants and subjects, none abroad. Pray you look in. So, welcome, sir. This hut is my royal court. I have just a few servants here and none elsewhere on the island. Please take a look around. So, my dukedom, since you have given me again, I will requite you with as good a thing, and at least bring forth a wonder to content ye as much as me, my dukedom. My dukedom, since you have given me again, I will requite you with as good a thing, at least bring forth a wonder to content ye as much as me, my dukedom. So he says that you have returned to me my dukedom, and therefore I will give you something as nice in return, as valuable in return. And I will show you a wonder that will please you as much as my dukedom pleases me now. Then Prospero pulls back a curtain to reveal Ferdinand and Miranda playing chess. Miranda to Ferdinand, sweet lord, you play me false. So they were playing and they're making fun, and she's saying that, oh, you're cheating. Then Ferdinand, no, my dearest love, I would not for the world. So again, it is symbolic that I would not for the world, for anything in this world, I would never cheat on you. Miranda, yes, for a score of kingdoms you should wrangle, and I would call it fair play. So, therefore, I think that yes, you should do everything you can to win, and even if it was to gain just 20 kingdoms, which is one score, I would say you are right to do it. So, whatever you would do, I would always support you, and I would always say that you are always correct, you're always right, and therefore, I would always be a yes man kind of a thing. Then Alonso, if this prove a vision of the island, one dear son shall I twice lose. So if this is just another illusion produced by the island, then again I'm having the image in front of me of my son, and just in a minute, if this vision also goes away, then again my hope of getting back my son will be gone. So twice I will be losing. Once I had already lost a sight of him, and second time now when this dream finishes off, then again I'm going to lose him. Sebastian, a most high miracle. What an incredible thing this is that we are witnessing. It's unimaginable. So Ferdinand, seeing Alonso and kneeling, though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause. So he now looks back at Alonso and kneels and says, though the sea threaten us sometimes, they are merciful too, and that's why you are left to survive, and that's why it has let you survive. And I was so wrong to curse it and everything on earth for so long. Alonso, now all the blessings of of a glad father compass thee about. Arise and say how thou camest here. So may all the blessings of a happy father, of a contented father, of an ecstatic father, now on receiving a son alive whom he had thought to be dead for so long, is here. So my all my blessings are with you. May they surround you and keep you safe all throughout. And so stand up, don't kneel now, and let me know that how did you end up here? What happened? Miranda, oh wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here, how beauteous mankind is, oh brave new world that has such people in it. So for the first time she is witnessing so many humans around and therefore and men around, and therefore she says, oh, it's wonderful. Look how many beautiful creatures are there here today. Mankind is really so beautiful. And it is, oh brave new world that has such people in it. Oh splendid, it's great, it's majestic that the new world has such people in it. So everything is new to her. So the new world is again symbolic that the world she is about to live in, other than this island, is a new world for her, and therefore she is happy to be in it and a part of it. in the future. Prospero, 'tis new to thee, it's new to you. So it's new to you, yes, it's new to you. Alonso, to Ferdinand, what is this maid with whom thou wast at play? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. Is she the goddess that hath severed us and brought us thus together? So he is talking about Miranda and referring to her as a goddess. So he asks Ferdinand that, Ferdinand, you have been playing with this woman, so yeah, you haven't known her for more than 3 hours now, and you are so comfortable with her. Is she a goddess? Is she the goddess that has separated us and united us back again? Ferdinand, sir, she is mortal, but by immortal providence she is mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for his advice, nor thought I had one. So, sir, she is human. She is just a normal human being like us. And by God's blessings, by immortal providence, so by God's blessings, and she is mine now. She is mine now, and I had chosen her as my wife when I didn't have you to ask for your permission. And also, I never thought that there would ever be any chance where I could ask you. So I thought that you were already dead. That is it. So she is the daughter to this famous Duke of Milan, of whom so often I have heard renown, but never saw before. So I had heard so much of this Duke of Milan, and today I got to meet him, of whom I have received a second life and second father. This lady makes him to me, and therefore this is the man whom I had never seen before, and who has given me a second life because he had saved me, and marrying her makes me another son of this man, Alonso. I am hers. But so if he is your father, I am to Miranda. But oh, how oddly will it sound that I must ask my child forgiveness. And it would be so sorry a sight, it is so strange that in the very first meeting I shall be asking for forgiveness from my own child. So that is from Miranda. Then Prospero, there, sir, stop. Let us not burden our remembrances with a heaviness that's gone. So, therefore, let us all forget the past, all the sadness, sorrow, and misery that we have all that has been so far been encountered or experienced. Let us forget that right now, and let us not weigh down our memories with these. So Gonzalo, I have inly wept, or should have spoke ere this. So I have been crying to myself just because of this reason, or else I would have said something before now. So something I would have said before itself, but till now I just couldn't stop crying and weeping. Then therefore I couldn't speak up. Look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessing crown, for it is you that have chalked forth the way which brought us hither. So he asks the gods to bless them, to bless this couple, this newly to be married couple, so newly framed couple. And then he says that it is you, it is providence, it is destiny that has brought us all here all of a sudden, and it is you who has carved the path out for our meeting, and therefore you have brought us here. So now bless us, bless these people, bless these two children. Alonso, I say amen, Gonzalo. So Alonso also says yes, truly God bless them. Gonzalo, was Milan thrust from Milan? Had that his issue should become the king of Naples, should become kings of Naples? O rejoice beyond a common joy, and set it down with gold on lasting pillars. In one voyage did Claribel her husband find at Tunis, and Ferdinand her brother found a wife where he himself was lost. Prospero his dukedom in a poor isle, and all of us ourselves where no man was his own. So therefore everything was lost and got back. Everything was returned in a better form. So such a journey was this. So was the Duke of Milan thrown out of Milan so that his descendants could become kings of Naples? So is that destiny that it wanted a duke's progeny to be part of kings, to be part of kings? And oh, we should celebrate this extraordinary joy. and commemorate it in gold letters. We should remember it in gold letters and carve it out in gold letters for years to come, for future to come, etching them into columns that will last forever. In just one journey, Caribal found a husband in Tunis, and Ferdinand, her brother, found a wife in this shipwrecked island, and Prospero found his dukedom back on a deserted island, and all of us found ourselves when we could not control our own minds. So we had lost our minds when they were in the spell of magic, and now they are all their normal selves.